If you frequent the Canon rumor mill, it looks like the M50 Mark II might be on the chopping block, with some speculating that the entire M line might be phased out now that Canon has released smaller, more affordable R series cameras like the R10. Now, to be clear, the M50 Mark II has not been officially discontinued as of the making of this video, but Canon Japan is no longer going to distribute the M50 body by itself and only in a kit, so that might be a sign. You might be asking yourself, why did I decide to make a video on this camera in 2023 when there are signs that point to not only this model being discontinued, but maybe the M line of lenses and the M line completely being phased out? Well, the M50 Mark II is the most popular M series camera, and it has a sort of cult following among vloggers and enthusiasts and even some professionals. So I just wanted to see what all the fuss was about and give the camera a try. My friends at B&H Photo were kind enough to loan me an M50 with the 15-45 lens kit. And after using it for a few weeks, I have to say that I see why so many people absolutely love the M50. So is this camera worth considering in 2023? And what's so great about it anyway? Well, in today's video, we're going to discuss all of that and more. What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me as always. Before we continue, make sure that you go into the description and download my free PDF for portrait tips. Visit my sponsors while you're there, and make sure that you check out my gear page from B&H Photo, and there you can see all the equipment I use in my studio and for these YouTube videos. Now, I'm not going to bore you with a ton of specs because you can easily look that up on your own, but let's get the basics of the M50 out of the way. It has a 24 megapixel APS-C sensor, Canon's Digic 8 processor, pixel shift AF with eye detect, and a 3-inch articulating screen, and it can record in 4K, although it does have a 1.5 crop. Now, the M50 is geared towards vloggers and content creators, but I personally found that the camera can do a lot more than just vlogging. So the first thing that I noticed about the M50 after unboxing it was how nice it feels and handles. It feels like a mini version of one of the bigger R series relatives, and although it is very small, it has a comfortable grip, and it was easy for someone like me who's used to a much bigger camera. The buttons, dials, and menus are simple and straightforward, and so within a few minutes, I was able to find my way around the camera and get right to shooting. Let's talk about the image quality. A lot about this camera surprised me in a good way, but the image quality has to be my favorite part about it. Even with the included kit lens, I was able to capture images that are sharp, with excellent color, excellent detail, and good dynamic range. Now, for a pocket-sized camera that I used almost exclusively on the program setting, it really delivered excellent results beyond my expectations, and it functions like a very capable still camera. The video quality is also excellent, although the crop factor when shooting in 4K does make it difficult to vlog with the included lens since it's not wide enough. But putting that aside, however, I was able to create an excellent video in 4K and 1080p, but my favorite footage was using the camera's high frame rate mode, which is basically slow motion clips. The footage looks great, and it was super easy to create these videos without having to make any manual adjustments. As with the image quality, the autofocus was far beyond what I initially expected from a tiny camera geared towards vloggers. For images, the focus is incredibly fast and accurate, and the camera also has a 10 frame per second drive mode, which made taking photos of my kids running around, riding their scooters, doing karate moves, and other crazy things really a breeze. The overall performance is quite fast too, making it easy to shoot a burst of images with no issues, even when shooting, as I did, in RAW plus JPEG. When shooting video in HD, the dual pixel AF does a great job tracking eyes, and it made it very easy for me to just concentrate on what I was doing without worrying about whether the camera was focusing on me or not. And the small size and weight really are why this camera is marketed for blogging. Since the camera is super light, it's easy to mount to your favorite selfie stick without your arm getting tired quickly, and you can even do vertical video with it. So who is this camera really for, especially in 2023? Well, after shooting the M50 for a few weeks, I think I figured out who would really like this camera. And the truth is that calling this a vlogging camera is not accurate, because in the experience I've had with it, it's so much more than just that. The excellent image quality, the performance of the M50 Mark II, and the built-in flash make it a great camera for photographers who don't want to lug around a large mirrorless camera, but still want the usability and quality of a larger mirrorless camera or DSLR focusing on photos. And this was the most fun part about the M50 for me. It handles like a much larger camera, and it makes for a really fun shooting experience with the benefit of quick, excellent video clips when you want to make them. The large 3-inch LCD screen is also great for shooting both stills and video, and it was my preferred way of using the camera over the sort of small EVF. So I think the M50 Mark II has a much broader appeal than as just a vlogging or content creator's camera. And when you add to the mix that you can get really fast, nice lenses like the Sigma contemporary lenses, the M50 sort of feels like a photocentric camera to me. And I found that I really enjoyed using it for my family excursions over taking the R5 or even the XT5 with the compact zoom attached. It really made for a small, fun, easy to use camera where I didn't feel like I was sacrificing so much that I wish I had one of my larger, more full-featured cameras with me. And I thought that was pretty cool. So does it make sense to buy an M50 and invest in the M lens mount in 2023? Well, the plus side is that the camera is small and light and provides excellent image quality. And at $699 with the lens, it's a much better value in some ways than the R10, which starts at $999 with a lens. Well, what happens if it does get discontinued though? Well, according to what I've read, Canon plans to provide support for the M series until 2029. So even if the entire line is discontinued, Canon will have your back for a number of years if you need your camera or lenses serviced. So if you're looking for a compact, easy to use camera that fits the bill for taking great photos while also being a excellent vlogging and content creation camera, check out the M50. It might be for you. This is a great choice for not only vlogging, but for things like family use, vacations, sightseeing, and it offers a lot of automatic plus manual control that will appeal to a broad style of shooter. Well, that's all I have for you today. Do you have an M50? What do you think about Canon's M series cameras and lenses? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button while you're there. And here's wishing you an awesome day. Go out and take some great pictures, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. This is a great choice not only for content creation, but for things like family use, vacations, sightseeing. I said sightseeing. The musician in me. Let's do that again.